Gynophobia. Hey, Billy Bo Baggins. Is it gynophobia? You afraid of the gynecologist? I don't fucking know. I am a 20-year-old college guy who has, was it gynophobia? The fear of women. I've never heard of this. He said, when I was a kid, I used to get the shit kicked out of me, and girls would always spread rumors about me, and it would really screw with my mind. Wait a minute, you didn't get along with men or women? Well, what were you doing? You know what, that's the last thing you needed to hear. Well, what's wrong with you? Sorry. Forgive me. I'm not a trained professional, so, you're asking a moron, and, I'm going to behave accordingly. Here we go. As I grew up, I started to resent and hate all the people around me. Then my mother tells me about false rape accusations, and that makes females look even more scarier than they already were. See, guys just kick the shit out of you. Females psychologically fuck you up bad and don't even have a tint of remorse or empathy. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, dude. So your mother's a psycho. And she put all these fears on you. Yeah, you got to, maybe I would seek some professional help before you turn into Norman Bates. All right, let's continue this. Then I hear about all the women raping men in the divorce courts and in general adding more fuel to the fear. Dude, you're overthinking this shit. I mean, you probably heard half of that from me, but I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me. He says, it's gotten to the point where when a female introduces herself to me, I just see her as a potential mind-raping and prolonged exercise of getting verbally abused. So I just always say, sorry, but I have somewhere to be right now. Goodbye. And I walk away. Sir, can I steal that from you? I want to use that next time I get pulled over. Yeah, license resident. Sorry, but I have somewhere to be right now. Goodbye. And you just act like the Rain Man, and they'll fucking leave you alone. That's actually brilliant. He said, they scare me so much, but I'm still attracted to them. Oh my God, dude. Listen, you gotta get past this. Hopefully you're still young, and this is early on. But this is something where you are, everybody is trying to go towards the, we'll just call it, planet live happily ever after. But if you're off by just 1 degree, you're not really going to notice when you're 22, 24, But by the time you're 40, you're going to be about 1 million miles off course. So let's try to get you some help. I would go see a therapist, sir. And I know I've been joking around, but I kind of have to do that because this is a podcast. But, well, actually, because it's a podcast, that's supposed to be funny. Not saying you can't have a serious podcast. Yeah, I would go get some help quickly, and I would get rid of all those fears, and I would say a lot of the fears were probably put into your head by your mom when you were really young, and you need to try to get those out of there before they take any more root than they already have. Well, let's finish here. He said, my mind says stay the fuck away, while my dick says do it, fucking do it. But in this climate of unrestrained female hypo-agency, I don't know what the fuck that means, the shit that makes women invade male spaces and makes them change everything to suit them. Dude, you're taking your fucking fear of women. You're blowing by me. Listen, are you a great guy? If you're a great guy, there's a great woman out there for you. And it's a beautiful thing. They're not all like this. What you're doing is you're taking the worst of females and you're painting it with the broad brush. All right? Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm relating to this guy here. He said, I'd rather stay celibate for life. All right, no, I don't relate to that. I am a loner to a vast degree, but I got a loving family to back me up, so I ain't on the fringe or anything. I plan on just working towards my career in it. Did I write this like 20 years ago? Jesus Christ. Plan on just working towards my career in education, but either way, I'll have to deal with women, and it's been hard to do so lately since my social skills tanked over the last 9 months. Trauma conga line of horrific events happened, and I am working on getting the confidence back through Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I already lost 11 pounds, and I'm starting to feel a lot better. All right, well, just don't go choke out any women. All right? Or try to put them in the triangle. He said, anyways, is there any way, but martial arts are a great way to build self-esteem from what I've heard. Anyways, is there any way to get rid of the insane fear I have about women, or is it just 15 years of hurt that'll take almost forever to undo? Thanks, and go fuck yourself 6 ways from Sunday, and good luck with your stand-up. All right. Oh, so you're only 15? Is that what you're saying? All right, dude. First of all, it's great you took up Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You should know how to defend yourself. And don't be a cunt about it when you become a black belt. Use it to save nerds and protect yourself. But never be a bully. And then as far as women, I would actually try and talk to somebody about this. And I would try to have more of an open mind. Because right now, if you're only 15 years old, or even if you're young in your early 20s, mid-20s, you're basically, you got the lottery pick as far as women goes. All right? They're all available. All first-round draft picks. Bunch of first-round draft picks just sitting there. And, you know, depending on when you open your mouth and start talking to one is when you pick in the draft, if you know what I mean. Sooner rather than later. But I would just talk to somebody about some of your issues. Maybe at school they got some free fucking therapy or something like that if you're too young to pay for it. But I don't know. I would talk to some of your guy friends about it. You know what I would do? I would openly talk about your fear of women to friends. You know, and I would sit down with your mother and just say, listen, I have major issues with women right now, and I think some of it stems from a lot of the negative things that you've said about them, and I need you to stop doing that because it's fucking with me. Don't say that part, but say it in a nicer way. But if she's, you know, I don't know. That's the hardest fucking thing is because you are born into the religion of your parents, you know, and into all of their beliefs. And hopefully they have more good than bad, but they're human, so they're going to be wrong. And, you know, when you're a little toddler all the way through like 7, 8 years old, your parents are godlike. You just think they know everything and they have all the answers. They never look unsure. You do everything that they fucking say. So a lot of that stuff just really takes deep root. Like it's law in your head. And then in your teenage years, you start breaking away. You realize some of it's bullshit. And that's when some anger can come out and that type of stuff. So I would say what you're going through is normal. It's just that you maybe had an extreme helping of some fucking anti-woman shit, which I can relate to because I did too, and I had to fight through that shit. I mean, it took me, I didn't get married till I was 45. I had major fucking issues, but it's like anything. Look, just use the martial arts thing as a metaphor or a simile, whatever the fuck you're supposed to, whatever the right terminology is. Look, you did that. You stuck with that. You lost 11 pounds. You worked towards that. Look at what you're getting. You're getting positive results, and it hasn't been easy, right? But you keep showing up. You get positive results. I would do the same thing with your women issues. I would just start working on it. You know, next time a woman comes up and says hello, don't say I have somewhere to go. Just say hello back and stay in the conversation for as long as you can. And when you feel like bailing, just say, listen, I'm really shy around women, and it's something that I'm trying to work on. Just put it out there. And you know what? I guarantee 80% of them are going to say, "Aw." You know, when they do that, they're going to love it. And next thing you know, you're out there watching a romantic comedy with some lady having a good time. But I would address it sooner than later. I'm telling you, dude, you think it's a mountain. It's stepping up onto the curb. It's all in your head. And that's totally normal because I would guess that your fears started when you were in your my mom's godlike phase of your life. So you think it's what's that fucking mountain Everest that everybody tries to climb up? It isn't. It isn't. Okay, it's a little fucking anthill. And you can do it. All right? I believe in you. Good luck, sir. There you go.